Could be a brand new DC universe once again. Their titles will get a brand new Rebirth #1 issue that will be 80 pages long, but only cost the fans $2.99. DC is pushing to keep their price point at $2.99 for all their comics in the future. Some of DC's more popular books will be going to twice a month. And now for some sad news. Legendary fantasy science fiction comic book artist Ken Barr passed away this week. Rest in peace, Mr. Barr. And that's your news. I'm Larry Lytle from geekycool.com and the Fanatics and the Fan. Now back to Hawk and the gang.
And we are back. Thanks, Larry. Keith, it's a wonderful Wizard World of St. Louis weekend.
I would say. Unfortunately, we're not there.
I'm glad we're not, because
that's only one of us.
Amazing people.
I wish I was there.
Yeah, I wish I was
all
there
these amazing people wish they were there. Okay, we should all go.
No offense.
But
let's load up in Josiah's car and take off.
I've got half a step back there right now.
I know he does.
That's what you should do. One time we should do a podcast like in a car on the way to a convention and just see how tensions get in that vehicle. I think it would get pretty high.
You guys go through everything. It's just not just because of where we are, but because of what you do. You guys go through everything, right? Just the most craziest stuff. I just said the statement and I've seen the look on. Please tell me you have a story behind that look.
I don't really know where to start.
Wow, you put her on the spot.
Yeah, without mentioning names, it'd be a little hard. I really don't want to throw actors under the bus.
But
there's some, yeah. I don't know. I think it's partly, sometimes we'll go someplace that is someone's residence and they'll be like, oh, this is cool, let's show this. And so it's an hour and a half later, I'm like, we haven't done anything. Like, I love you, but come on.
Thanks for the location, but we really need to shoot right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you stop asking questions directly into the boom mic? Like, that's not necessary.
Yeah. What about you, Brittany? I know, because you've done so many projects as well.
As like problems or just like weird things? I mean,
anything funny or unusual? I don't care, because I know that Volker and Vanessa had to have been just crazy funny.
Well, with Vanessa, like I love working with Vanessa so much. Like when we worked on her with Drifter, it's so crazy because she's so different. Like she's so like happy and like full of life. And so I remember one day we were shooting out at Crosby's Land. And we, like, took a lunch break or something, and she went off to herself, and I was like, man, she looks lonely. So I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to go sit beside her. And they're like, hey, she's in character. Like, she went over there, to be in character and to, like, kind of eat alone. I was like, oh, my bad. So it's so funny because, like, when she's done filming for the day, it's, like laughter and all this crazy stuff. And then, like, when I'm on set with her, like, when she's being Drifter or whatever, it's like, ooh, we're a professional actor. And I'm just like, I don't act very often.
What about my two guys over here? What's some of the craziest things that ever happened to you guys on set? Guess they stare at each other.
Have you guys been on set together?
We had a shoot a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, I guess it was. And our actress put in a pair of colored contacts and didn't take them out for 8 hours. Oh. And so we wrapped at the end of the night, and I sent her home, and she left, and we were breaking down set 2 hours later, and I found her in the bathroom, curled up on the floor, holding her eyes, and they had, like, basically welded to her iris, and she was having a hard time getting them out. So that was really, really rough. Honestly, you have to go through just a lot of different things, and at this point, you just kind of, I think everything just kind of rolls together after a point, and
look, I got nothing compared to what you guys do. I mean, my biggest thing so far has just been, when you get to the location, like I had one where we were time sensitive, and it turns out we were using someone's office space and they had locked it.
Oh.
And so we had 3 actors that were needed to, do their scene, leave, and we got to, everybody's there except the person who was in charge of that place and their keys.
And it's like there's nothing you can do with that.
No.
You know, there's like, I don't know, and like the actors are staring at you and you're just like, I know it looks unprofessional, but I can't break into this place. Like, it's illegal.
Thought about it.
It's illegal. Like, trust me, if I could pick locks, I'd do it.
Oh, man.
I know lately I've been binge watching a lot of Netflix shows like Daredevil.
Has
and
everybody finished Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
Have we
Sense8 has
seen
been
the
another
trailers?
one.
Nope.
Have we seen the Luke Cage trailer yet?
No.
I have.
So just as filmmakers, what
What do you guys-
series do you guys like to binge watch? What would you just sit down and zone out for?
Animaniacs. You could learn a lot.
Well, it kind of. Well, I mean, it kind of depends though too, because I try to stay as current as possible, which with life that doesn't always happen. But we did just recently binge watch Daredevil. I feel like the Netflix shows are the only shows that I can binge watch because I try to stay up to date with how social media is nowadays. Everybody wants to spoil everything for everybody.
That is true.
So the last thing we actually binge watched was Daredevil, just because Netflix is awesome, and they say here's all 13 episodes. Stay up for 24 hours if you want. We don't care.
Don't go to work.
But
Don't worry
like
about it.
if you're just talking about like just in general, I could binge watch Buffy the rest of my life. Like that would be fine
Right?
with me.
Record DVR something and then just spend the whole weekend watching it in a
Yeah.
brain coma.
That's something that Netflix does really well.
I think
though.
Firefly has just got to be like a go-to. I mean,
Oh yeah.
there's
If you
probably no show in the world that I've watched as many times as that.
Really? Not even Buffy?
I've never actually watched Buffy. I've tried to get into it like
It's
3
the same
times.
guy. Calm down.
I can't do it, man.
Oh my god!
just can't
It
do
hurts
it.
my heart.
I
Like
know.
really, I've got a Buffy live shirt on right now. Like, it hurts my heart that you do not know that she lives. Like, that hurts.
I've been told that by a lot of people, including my fiance.
Dude, has Kepi not even talked to you about that?
No, he's mentioned it.
Oh my god. Me and Kepi will get together and mention it to you.
I have to agree. It's good stuff. You know.
Okay.
I mean, I know I'm wrong. I'm
It's
just.
I know I'm wrong.
No.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not
You just
wrong.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're
that's
not
it.
wrong.
That's all it is.
Oh,
So.
at least you've seen Firefly though.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Oh, Firefly's a must.
I did watch Serenity first. Actually, my sisters and I were out renting a video, and we were like, "Oh, this looks like a cool sci-fi movie." So we got it. Had no idea what it was. Watched it, and we were like, "You just feel like we missed something." Like, I feel like this has got to be a sequel. And so then one of my friends was like, "Yo, that was a wrap up for a show. Let me buy you that show."
True story happened to me too.
Really?
I feel bad.
Alright.
And I'm a huge Joss Whedon
There you go.
fan, and I knew what was going on, but I was just like, dude, Joss Whedon did a movie. I'm watching it.
It made Wash a little bit easier, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
because I wasn't as connected. It made me feel lots better. It was just like afterwards, I was like, you mother.
I know. It grows on you more though. Then you're just like, oh, no, you're gonna kill him. No.
I don't want to like that guy.
So that leads me to another question. I've actually been dying to ask everyone at this table because I think some of the answers are going to be very impressive. TV, and I know I'm back and jumping back between movies and TVs, but that's just what I do. If you were given the opportunity to direct one episode of one current TV show, what would you jump on? Like, immediately. What would you just beg to have?
American Horror Story.
Oh, that's a good one.
I actually knew you were going to say that. I'm 1 for 4 so far.
I've got a 4-way tie.
And
it can
I
happen.
knew that was going to happen
It
with
can
you.
happen. You can have a 4-way tie. I would love to do a Walking Dead episode. I would love it. Scream Queens. I freaking love that show. It was one of my favorite new seasons that came out this year.
Come on, because I'm actually I'm 100% right now, so I'm very excited.
And I would also, it's going to surprise you probably, I would like to do a Supergirl episode to go, like, the two darks and that. I would like
Why?
You just ruined my streak. Okay.
Sorry, I really want to work with that Melissa girl. I think she's fabulous.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with cast.
But I would like to do Supergirl, and then the fourth one I would like to do it like a Daredevil, like one of the darker Daredevil ones.
I would have to say Arrow because they already have like a pretty large established world, and they have a habit of introducing characters for one episode. So if you're going to have to jump onto something for that short of amount of time, I feel like that would give you the most freedom to do your own thing. Like, hey, I'm going to do one episode of this character that I've always wanted to do. Whereas a lot of these other shows, you lose that opportunity with the overarching story that's so tight. Like Daredevil,
Yeah,
for instance.
because they're so new, and they're
Yeah.
newer too. They don't.
What are you going to do directing Daredevil? You're going to direct exactly what is necessary for the story. You know?
Oh no, I would go rogue, and then I'd get fired.
She would.
I would get
First,
fired.
first of all, they would
Yeah,
go.
I
They
would
would go
get
past
fired.
47th Street. That'd be
Yeah,
the first thing
like,
that happened.
I would have them
just
crossing
climb
that
out the outside
line.
of the news tower.
Yeah, I would have them crossing that line, and they're like, Brittany, we can't use Spider-Man. And I'm like, he's here. I got a
What are
guy.
you going to do, man?
I got a guy.
Actually, if it was
Yeah.
Brittany, all of a sudden Supergirl would fly by.
Like, we could do crossovers into all kinds of stuff. DC, Marvel, let's do it.
Deadpool's up there. Just
Right? It's just, they're like, we don't have the rights to any of these.
I asked him. He
You're
said they'd show
fired.
up. Ryan Reynolds already got the costume.
Yeah, he told me he'd do it. He's a friend.
You know,
I'm so happy right now.
a lot of the shows that I would do would be shows that I just have a hard-on dislike for at this moment.
So
You
why
know-
did you get shocked when I said Supergirl? You don't like that show?
Because I would take it over and go rogue on them and rewrite everything.
Change my answer. Supernatural.
Oh my god, yeah. That's
Would you fix it?
Just kill everyone.
That's right.
Everybody's dying.
And then bring back the cast of, well, I'd combine it with the cast of Lucifer, maybe. And I don't know. For me, it's just, I know you like Arrow. I'm disturbed by Arrow. I'm a big Batman fan. And I just find that, okay, we're still doing Batman 101 on that show, and it bugs me.
You're not wrong.
But I would redo the show to be more like the Green Arrow comics. You know, maybe inviting in some actual Green Arrow villains on the show.
Man, Batman's
shoot
villains
the
are like the
boxing
best villains ever.
Yes, they are.
I mean,
Yes,
not being used by
if
DC.
I was doing a Supergirl episode, I would probably bring in the Joker. I mean, just randomly, like, why is she over here? Why is this guy with her? I don't know. I like him.
if there was a show that I didn't really want to just redo that I would direct, Game of Thrones. I have a lot of respect for how they put those shows together.
I could use
And-
just to see my name behind it.
Well, we have a lot of filmmakers here. Which one of you guys wants to make that second season of Firefly for me?
Let's just all do it together.
Does anyone not?
It's gonna be like
I have no idea what you're talking about.
it's gonna be like a 6 production name. Like, why is there so many productions on here?
I'll have to ask my wife.
Yeah,
The show's over already.
We just have to save Joss Whedon first after Age of Ultron.
yeah.
Get him out of his hole.
That poor guy.
I know.
He got so much extra criticism. I'm telling you, people just want to be mean.
No, it's true. It's true.
They
At
just-
this point, they've seen enough that they're not surprised. They don't feel like they're getting fed
Yeah.
anything. So now they can start bitching. They're
Yeah.
not
Yeah, it
getting a
drives
dessert. They're
me
just getting a
crazy.
meal.
Yeah.
It extends to a lot of films even beyond that one. I think people have just reached a point, and there are a lot of critics that have reached a point. There are quite a few of them that are just done with comic book whatever. And they're just waiting for either Marvel or Fox or Sony or Warner Brothers, especially after this week, to just do something bad. And they just want to kill them. They want to kill them all.
See, and I think it's stupid because I don't care what anybody says. I love superhero movies.
Yeah.
I have always loved them when I was a kid to now. I love them. I love everything about them, and I think it's so dumb that, like, if you don't want to go to a comic book movie, don't go.
Yeah.
Like, just don't bash it for, like, I don't know, whatever. It's aggravating. Don't get me started.
What else? I mean, I knew that was coming from you. I knew where you were going with that. But it leads me to my next question for everybody. What were your influences? And I'm going to start with you, Josiah, because I just feel like it.
I'm going to make one contribution because I think that it's going to be enough for this group. 1999 Lost in Space. Anybody else see that movie?
I did
Yeah.
see that
With
movie.
freaking Gary Oldman and
Matt LeBlanc
Matt
and
LeBlanc
Lacey Charbet.
Yes.
I have
Okay,
seen
so
that
I
movie.
watched that movie, had to be like 250 times as a kid, and that was just the essence of sci-fi to me. So I guess everything that I do still comes back to that because, I mean, at my heart, sci-fi is like the thing. So yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Nice.
Did you ever
I
read the
love-
book Swiss Family
Not
Robinson?
what I was expecting
I've
at all.
watched the old film. I've not.
So you've never read the book?
No, I've not.
Okay.
Dude, I just love it that like somebody else has watched that movie because I used to watch it on VHS all the
Dude,
time.
I have the VHS.
Like I do too.